Hi, I'm Micah Clark with the American Family Association of Indiana. Appreciate you joining us again. And we have two bills to talk about this week. Things have been moving a little bit slow in the second half. There's about 3 more weeks of committee hearings, and we expect to see the bills that we've been talking about quite often come up very soon. For that reason, I've got two bills I'd like to have you call on, either today or Monday or Tuesday. The first bill is Senate Bill 480. Now, remember, we've switched chambers, so a live Senate bill is in the House, and a live House bill is in the Senate. So Senate Bill 480 is one you'll want to call your state representative in the House about at 317-232-9600. Now, Senate Bill 480 is a bill that protects minors. It says young children under the age of 18 cannot get life-altering transgender surgeries or take risky transgender hormone-blocking drugs. This bill is popular, contrary to what you might believe from a lot of the heat surrounding it. But polling shows 80% of Americans support holding off on this and kids waiting until they're adults to take these risky steps. And so it's overwhelmingly supported measure, including, by the way, 52% of Democrats support prohibiting minors from getting these surgeries. You know, we make children wait till all sorts of things for voting, for alcohol, for driving privileges until they're adults to make critical decisions. You shouldn't make a life-altering decision that is irreversible in many cases and dangerous in changing gender and removing body parts. You know, I'm not going to testify on this because we've got a strategy of certain testimony from people who've actually gone through these procedures and regretted them. We've got doctors, people talking medical issues. But if I were to testify, I would say this, and it's a little flippant, but you know what? Sometimes you have to kind of show the absurd by being absurd. But this is true. When I was a child, I loved a book and a movie. I was obsessed with a book and a movie for a while called Treasure Island. I read the book. Walt Disney had the movie. Many of you have probably seen it. It's great, great work of fiction by Robert Louis Stevenson about a pirate story. And I wanted to be a pirate. I mean, I begged my parents for a parrot. We couldn't even get a parakeet. It's a good thing my parents were parents and treated me like the child I was. Otherwise, you know, I could have gone so far maybe as they didn't. Because I wanted to be a pirate, nobody suggested gouging my eye out for an eye patch or cutting my leg off for a wooden leg. This is just the insanity we're talking about, cutting off body parts of kids because they're mentally confused about their gender. And we know that from research that going through puberty, the vast majority of kids will revert to their actual true biological sex. And counseling can help with that. But giving kids dangerous drugs that stop the natural process of puberty and dangerous surgeries which remove healthy body parts is frankly barbaric. We shouldn't do that to children. And Senate Bill 480 does what many other states are doing and have done, and that says you can't do this as a minor. You can't do this when you're under 18. This is an adult decision. Children shouldn't be making these life-altering decisions. This is not life-affirming, life-saving care, as you hear in the media. This is dangerous, risky surgery that many people regret and that has lifelong consequences for these young people. So Senate Bill 480, you want to call your state representative, ask them to support Senate Bill 480 at 317-232-9600. Now, the next bill is House Bill 1608. Again, that bill is in the Senate. House bills are in the Senate. Senate bills are in the House. House Bill 1608 is another issue that you've probably heard about in the media. We've talked about before. It protects the innocence of children. It says schools cannot discuss human sexuality, whether it be gay, straight, transgender, to young little kids ages kindergarten through third grade. Now, frankly, I'd like to see that expanded to fifth grade because we don't teach sex education to children until sixth grade. We don't think they're ready to hear about reproduction in science class until sixth grade. But at least this bill takes the right step forward in protecting little kids, 5-year-olds, 6-year-olds, 8-year-olds, 9-year-olds, from being confronted with so much of this stuff. Let's protect the innocence of children. 1608 says that schools cannot discuss this with kids. Now, teachers can answer questions. Of course, the best answer is Ask your parents. You can talk to your parents about that. But schools shouldn't be indoctrinating kids on these things at this young age. Interesting, too, national poll, 70% of Americans support protecting children in this type of law, and 61% say they strongly support protecting children this way, strongly support this kind of law. So House Bill 1608, again, you'll get the trans activists and the gay activists and the indoctrinated college students yelling and screaming. But it's helpful if you call your state senator, ask them to support House Bill 1608. And the phone number to do that is 317 232 9400. If you don't know who your state representative is or state senator is, you can go online to the Indiana General Assembly website. There's a Find Your Legislator link. Simply put in your address. It'll show you who your state senator and state representative are. You can call them and email them and leave a message for them those two ways. So again, Senate Bill 480 protects children from these dangerous surgeries and drugs, high levels of hormones, and that's Senate Bill 480. That's in the House at 317-232-9600. And the Senate, we have House Bill 1608, and that protects the innocence of children in school, ages kindergarten through third, from discussions that parents don't want discussed with young children. Schools have too much to do. They need to focus on reading, writing, getting kids ready for math and science at those ages. So it's call your senator on House Bill 1608, 317-232-9400, 9400 for the Senate. Well, again, I'm Micah Clark with the American Family Association of Indiana. Appreciate you reading our weekly emails on Wednesdays. Appreciate you watching this video. Make a note to make a call to your legislator this afternoon or Monday or Tuesday on these two bills. Be very helpful to have your voice heard at the Indiana General Assembly. Hope you have a wonderful weekend. Thank you and God bless.